Hi folks, welcome to the Early Bird, the final edition, as the champions have punched their ticket. Let's take a look at it coming up. Finally, I'm getting this done, guys, and finally I'm feeling better, and finally things are getting normal right in time when you consider right around the corner we got free agency and we got the draft, and I know I got to be busy and I know I got to be in shape, but my goodness, I'm telling you, it's been a rough patch of life for me the last 2 weeks, guys. But we all go through it, right? We all get sick. So no point in whining and complaining about it. Okay, let's do this final edition of the Early Bird, which became the Afternoon Bird, which became the Evening Bird because this bird was not able to fly. So let's get on it. Final edition. Here we go. And there are the new Stanley Cup champions. The Colorado Avalanche defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning, the defending champs, two-time champs, 4-2 and 2-1 in Game 6. Without a doubt, the right team was christened the champions this year. Without a doubt. No doubt. I got to give credit where it's due too. If I'm able to have a channel and criticize over the years, especially last year, I kind of seen it coming with Colorado. They'd fall apart. When the year they got it all together, they deserve a pat on the back, these guys, because they surprised many, I think, how they did it. So let's take a look at the recap. Avalanche edged Lightning in Game 6, win Cup for the first time since 2001. And the numbers? And you can see the shots on goal once again favored the Avalanche, 30-23. Faceoffs are pretty even, 47% to 53. Both teams were 0 for 1 in the power play. High hitting affair, 37 hits for the Avs, 40 for the Lightning. Each had 19 blocks, 17 giveaways for the Lightning, 9 for the Avalanche. Shots per period in the final game of the year. 10-8 Tampa Bay in the first, looking good, but then Colorado came to life once again. 13-9 for Colorado in the second, and a very one-sided 9-4 in the third for that 30-23 edge. You know, Mark Messier said it best in this game. They were talking after, and they said, you know, they had the heart of a champion, this Tampa Bay team. They really did. They had the heart, they had the drive, they had the determination, the coaching, the experience. The only thing they were missing, and he was spot on when he said this, were the legs. And they were missing the legs in this series. I think we can all agree. It just looked like they were hanging on at the end. And it's not because they didn't desperately want to win. You've seen how hurt they were going when they were walking back to their dressing room at the end after they shook hands and everything. And, you know, you just seen at the end just how hurt they were. But it's like, you know, when the body says no, and I believe that's what happened to Tampa Bay in this series in the end, is just the body in the end just said, no, I can't do it. You know, it seemed like all of them. You know, how long was it into the third period, folks, where before they got a shot on goal? It was something like 11 minutes into the third or something, wasn't it? At least half a period or something. And that's not like a team that's desperate to win a Stanley Cup, you know, but Colorado, I believe, won because they showed so much respect for their opposition that they just didn't let up. They didn't let up. Even though they knew that team was down and out, they did not let up. And they just assumed the final score is probably going to be 2-1, and we're going to have to just close the door the rest of the way, and that's exactly what happened. So now the question I lay out to you folks, can the Colorado Avalanche repeat next year? They show all the signs of a team, for me, that can repeat next year. But then again, can they get Kadri signed? There's guys they got to get signed, right? How are they going to do it? I don't know. There's going to be money issues in Colorado, but they did get the job done no matter what. Let's say Colorado bows out in the first round next year for whatever reason. They go down in the history books as champions, this bunch, because they are. And what they did was really, really special. 16-4 in this playoffs. Just an amazing, amazing run. with a team that was, I was wrong. I think I said it in a video recently. Sorry guys, I haven't got to my notes yet. I'm still about 80%, 85, but I'm going to get to my notes probably by this weekend. Everything should be back to normal with this guy and this channel. And I'm thinking, you know, along the lines of, you know, because when you see a team go 16-4 in the playoffs, my first question is, can they repeat next year? This team looks like it has all the tools to repeat, but I don't know, because we're in the salary cap era. This is a hard era to win, not just win a cup, to win 2 cups in a row is really, really hard. And they almost pulled off the incredible Tampa Bay, you know, like they came a win and a period away maybe from winning another Stanley Cup, but they just didn't have it. And it wasn't any reason except because they had tried so damn hard the last few years that it took its toll on their bodies. And you guys know how it is. You see it year to year, the Stanley Cup playoffs. This was exceptional. This was a year, I gotta say, that it seemed like everybody was getting hurt. Everybody was getting broken fingers or whatever it was. I'm very impressed with both teams, you know, and I can only hope that the Sabres eventually will emulate something like what we just seen Colorado do, which is go from the worst team in hockey to champions. And yes, I was just talking about it before. See, my head's all over. It was 5 years ago that they were last overall, I believe, right? I thought it was 4, it was 5. So we'll have to see now how next year pans out, because this is going to be, it's going to be, or it might have been 6 years. I'm losing track, guys. I'm losing track. They were talking about it, but I was all over the place. But I was surprised it was like that long ago, because the year after, when they got into the playoffs and they won yes, they lost to Calgary, I believe it was, right? Or did they beat Calgary? I can't remember, guys. I don't want to keep going on about this. Anyway, champions deserve it. They're the champs now, and we're going to see next year who's going to be the team to dethrone them. That's the question. I don't think it'll be Tampa Bay. I don't. Tampa's going to have more cap issues now. I would throw Toronto out there as a possibility next year. I really would, as crazy as that sounds. I would throw Toronto as a possible. I would throw out, you know, I wouldn't even write off teams like Pittsburgh next year. We're going to have to just go into next year, guys, open-minded. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because we want the Sabres to do something, so all of it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You know, I'm not expecting the Sabres to win the Cup next year, but I'm hoping that we have some sort of special continuation on what we just seen, right? So, okay, that's it. I'm closing this one out, guys. I got to make other few videos, Sabres related, yes, but I want to thank you guys for chipping in, watching the early bird videos when I was making them on time. They were fun to make, they were fun to report on, and we'll see next year if it happens again. Okay, so that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video.